Spooky season, slimesters. Hi.
Ooh. Boo.
Welcome to Spooky
Hey.
Collector's Corner. I hope you
Is
guys are
You
excited.
didn't tell me that was the theme. I'm unprepared.
Yeah, we're gonna be out of this world because in space no one can hear you scream.
There we go.
uh, yes, this is Collector's Corner, and I'm glad you guys are here with us. But it also is really the first episode that we've got coming out during spooky season. So while the content itself isn't going to be super Halloween-esque, we're still going to have some Halloween vibes throughout it, and it'll be fun. So either way, this episode, because Kat mentioned it last season that she was, I think I'm ready to do a collector's corner.
Yeah.
So
I
go for it.
all right. So, my millennial pause. Guys. So I've shared some of my collection O things before and here and there throughout the course of my time on the podcast. I have my cupcake dolls and girls room. I have my McDonald's toys when we were doing those segments, and I have always been a collector of things. I sort of get these little hyperfixations, and then I need to have all of the things from one set and collect them all. It's very much me, always has been.
Like a rock and a pile of manure.
Yeah, that too. All the manure. Sorry, Mom. That's a reference to one of our other
Yes.
episodes that we just dropped. But anyway, so you might notice behind me, it's a bit empty back there.
You can hear the crickets.
It's a bit empty because everything I'm showing today is now in front of me, but has always been back there. You just might not have seen it. So technically everything I'm going to show you, none of it's new per se, but it'll be new to you because
New to
you
us.
probably can't see all that back there. Anyway, I debated what I wanted to share. And the first time I was on this podcast, I talked about space cases very quickly with the cast of space cases. Thought it would be the only chance I would have to talk about it. So I wanted to share all the things in as little time as possible. But now I've got breathing room and I can share some more of my collection. So without further ado,
Without further ado,
I said
Ragu.
ado, but fine.
Ratu.
So the thing is, I've got some Space Cases stuff here, but the thing about that is there was no official licensed merch ever produced for the show. But I've got a lot of stuff in front of me, so this is how that happened. I was debating on how to structure this. I'm just going to go chronologically because as I was looking at my stuff, I realized that the way in which I collect things and the ties I have to certain fandoms, not just Space Cases, it's evolved over time. So it was pretty cool for me to just realize that. First thing I have here, we have, see, Nickelodeon magazine.
Oh, yeah.
That's Elvis. This is
All
from
shook up.
yeah, this is from March 1996, which is when Space Cases premiered. So
Austin
inside
Butler.
this magazine is the full
Oh,
news.
yes.
That.
Space
Who's
Cases
news?
Blast Off
Oh,
Focus.
that's awesome.
Focus. So it has cast bios, an interview with Bill Mooney,
Cast photos right there.
cast photos. And I'm
That's
showing this
awesome.
first because it was my introduction to Space Cases before the first episode even aired. This,
Oh.
because it's a March 1996 magazine, came out in February of that year. So I got this first and I was like, oh, what's this show? And it was actually, it was a long trip, long road trip to Pittsburgh. Our car broke down, etc. And tension was high and people were panicking, but I had my magazine to help me get through that. No, but this was very much my intro to Space Cases, and this is usually hung up on that back wall there.
Right.
Oh, okay. So it's
So-
on the frame right there. That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
What was going through your mind when you saw the magazine? You're like, this looks like Star Trek in a way. I'm interested.
well, I wasn't even really a fan of Star Trek back then. This was my intro to science fiction, and I just thought it looked really cool. So I wanted to give it a try.
cool.
And the rest is history. Speaking of Nick Magazine, there's only one other Space Cases article in Nick Magazine, and it was Space Cases scenarios, where you have to choose which space case can help you in these situations. Focus, focus, focus. There we are.
Still
So
in focus.
still out of focus. Still out of focus. And back in the day, I can't believe I still have. So I found a wad o' papers. I apparently wrote synopses for the episodes, hand wrote.
Fan fiction? Really?
No, synopses for
No.
the episodes.
Just like synopsis,
this is
yeah.
my young handwriting.
Look how
Whole bunch
pristine the
of stuff
paper is.
misspelled.
That looks brand new, Kat. Like, did you just write this?
No, no, it was
Wow.
in a folder. It was in a folder. And
Damn, wow.
so I had like my little space case, like the magazine, it was like in a folder originally. And on nick.com or keyword, nick.com/space cases, whatever, they had these little cards that you could print out, I printed these out. Oh my God.
Oh yeah,
They're like little
images,
posters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these really low res screenshot things, but these are from like the 90s. And
Like
they were stuck
playing
in this
cards
folder.
almost.
They still look
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
They were stuck in this folder.
Wow.
And they also, I printed out because I document everything and we know this about me. I'm gonna cover up my old AOL email address here, but this email
Why is it still active?
I don't know actually, but this is from 1997. There was an email newsletter called Zabagaby back in the day. Space Cases
Like Space
newsletter.
Cases fans. Wow.
Yeah. And
Wow.
at this time in 1997, this was the whole Save Space Cases campaign. So it listed you could
Aw.
email or mail Mr. Herb Scannell at
Mail
1515
Scannell.
Broadway.
That is awesome. So this is
And-
like a petition to keep the show
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's so
And-
cool.
Or
I
change.org was a thing.
Yeah.
I forgot I did this. So this now is an email. So Peter David, I'm not even sure my parents knew I emailed Peter David back in the day. I was like 11 years old, but he co-creator of Space Cases, and he had an online presence, and there was, I think, spacecasestv.com or spacecases.tv. One of the websites is still up and running, no longer active, but he used to have newsletters through there and stuff. And I realized, hey, I can email this dude and ask him questions. And apparently I don't have my email, but I have his response. And I can only guess what I asked him based on his response, which is, well, I'm not in control of which episodes of Space Cases gets aired when, so it'd be better if you wrote to Nickelodeon and told them what you wanted to see. So I guess I wanted to capture the 2 missing episodes in my collection or something.
Or maybe you just really loved an episode that you wanted to see
And-
again.
And apparently I pitched him episode ideas. I do not remember this, but he says, as for your characters, they seem interesting, but we're not planning to add any more characters at the moment. But if we ever do, we will keep them in mind. Thanks for writing, PAD.
Aw, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
So, wow, I was so nerdy and still am.
No, we all did this stuff. I'm
Now
sure
we
all
reach
Yeah.
out to all the celebrities all the time and say,
Yeah.
hey, can you
I
be on
know,
the show?
but
And-
like back in the day, like that was the thing. Like there were web rings and like fan newsletters and stuff, and like that was it. So this is from the 90s, is like the stuff that I was showing you now. Now we're gonna venture into when I started collecting things on eBay.
Okay, here we go.
So I have a search for Space Cases on eBay. Had it for years. Not much comes up ever. But when it does come up, more fan magazines, right? So we've got, it's got Star Trek Voyager on the cover here.
Oh yeah,
Starlog
Starlog yeah.
magazine. And here we've got Space Cases and Hypernauts. You remember Hypernauts?
I don't think I've heard of that one.
So they have,
Oh wow, look at that spread.
Yeah.
That man spread.
We
Oh, that's
This way.
cool. Yeah.
interviewed
Soft word art.
cast of space cases. Yeah, yeah, really. It's like PowerPoint presentation word art. But they have like several. First page was Peter, then there's Bill, Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And then, yeah, if you recognize Hypernauts, apparently, Dina from
Yes.
Salute Your Shorts.
Okay.
Yeah, that was on
Hypernauts.
TGIF.
Yeah,
Oh.
It was very, very short lived on TGIF.
yeah. So yeah, this magazine came up when my eBay search, as did I had never heard of this one before. It looks like a fan magazine, but somebody has a sci-fi spotlight,
Oh man.
and like
Wow.
it literally just comes up on eBay like, hey, you want this for $2? Sure. I'll preserve that
Why not?
history. I'll preserve that history.
That's awesome. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that's amazing. Wow.
So it's stuff like that that comes up on the eBay search usually. Screen Scene, I think this one was from like one of those Scholastic book fair. Yeah, see, Scholastic.
Yeah,
Scholastic
yeah.
book fair
Yeah.
things. So you see the cast of space cases on the front there with
X-Files.
X-Files. And in here you've got more interviews and photos that really aren't anywhere else.
Oh man.
yeah,
which
it's
is
really cool
cool.
when you see those different photos.
Yeah.
Especially since there's so few promotional photos out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
know, get the quality of them is usually like where's that pixelated photo of Radu I showed earlier
Yeah.
from the
Yeah.
printouts? But sometimes you come across a couple cool things, and as was the case here, these appear to be promotional photos from one of the what are they called?
Glossies, I guess.
Yeah. But
Wow.
like that comes with the press kits. Comes with the press
Oh
kits.
yeah, yeah.
Neat.
So there's that.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And then also that came with a press kit. I've seen a couple of these. Snagged one of the 3 that I found. I don't know if this is going to come through or not. It's a slide. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I can't. I need to
It's an-
backlight
it's
it. I
a-
need to backlight it. Crap.
Microfilm.
Do you have a phone or a flashlight?
Yeah. Let's see here. Phone.
Experiment.
Flashlight.
We're gonna try things out here.
You can kind of see
Yeah,
it.
you
It
kinda
works.
see it there.
Yeah, look at that. It works.
Yeah, you can see the cast there.
There it is.
There we go.
There it
Hey.
is.
Is that the one you recently got too? That
Yeah.
one, right? Nice.
There they are.
That's so
That's cool. I don't know what they use the slides for, but that's amazing. That is so neat. I wonder if they use it for like magazines, like to print
It's for
negatives
printing
or
for
something.
magazines and
Yeah.
stuff, so you can shoot it back when you had to develop printing stuff and not just do digital printing.
Oh, cool.
Turn the flashlight off so it doesn't blind me. So that is part of the eBay collection. Now I get into the phase where you could also write to celebrities and ask for autographs. So
Okay.
this is from the 2000s, I guess. Got one from Jewel State
Oh, cool.
and one from Becky Herbst.
Oh, awesome.
Great.
What does it
He was
say?
like 16 years old. To you, Catherine, thanks for being such a great fan. Best wishes and God bless. Love, Rebecca
Oh.
Herbst.
So sweet.
Oh.
And now we're going to get into the phase where I started going to conventions.
Oh yeah, convention stuff.
This is where the fun starts. So I have. Here we go.
This is Phoebe.
No,
Yeah,
I've got
this
a
is
big
Phoebe.
binder of autographs and photo ops.
Oh,
I started going to
wow.
conventions in the 2010s.
Nice.
So we're into the 2010s. During that time, don't worry, I'm not going to show you all of them. During that time, I've met a couple of the cast in like 2013, 2015. My friend Lee is in some of these pictures as well, but we met George Takei, who played Lord
so
Shank.
cool.
He's an
Awesome.
amazing guy. I asked if I could hug him, and he said, "Of course."
Yeah.
Ah, that's awesome.
Why
So,
not?
Did you say
Yeah.
I love you in space cases? Like, did
well,
that ring
we
a
wore the
bell?
Space Cases shirts that we made, so there's that.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yes, like he remembered working with Peter and Bill and was very gracious.
Cool.
We also met Walter that same day,
Nice.
Oh.
Harlan Band. And he actually had a Space Cases thing at
Oh,
his table
Oh,
that
Oh.
Jewel had signed too.
look at
And
that.
then he,
That's so
yeah,
cool.
Two Cat.
he's a cool
And
dude.
yeah,
I'm
he was
sure.
super
She's
nice.
cool also. She's
Yeah.
super cool.
And at her table, she also was surprised to see
Oh,
That.
what?
the
Yeah.
Baggaby. Now this is where my cosplay starts kicking in.
Very cool. Very cool.
This is where I have more pictures I'll insert here, but this is where things like this happen.
Oh.
This
Yes.
this is where the cosplay happens. Here we go. Version 1.
Okay.
Oh, very cool.
I made this myself out of 2 just regular Gildan, whatever they are, t-shirts.
Yeah.
So the gray one onto the yellow one. It's all fabric paint, very professional.
That looks really good, though.
It looks
and you've
good,
worn
yeah.
it. You've worn it on the show.
I did.
yeah.
This is also, I wore this on the one episode that we did with Space Cases Season 1 with Carrie.
Yeah.
And then here's the pin that I made out of Warbler and just painted it.
Damn,
Okay.
that looks awesome.
So this is my Catalina shirt.
Yeah, that looks great.
And here is the most problematic wig in the history of all wigdom.
Oh no.
Again,
Why is it
it's like 10 years-
problematic? You wore it to cons. You
It's
know?
10 years old right about now. Well, it's faded, number 1. And number 2, so this was colored with some dye, mainly Sharpie markers,
Oh, okay.
Really?
I was wondering.
and was not sealed properly. So whenever I wear this, I get purple around my neck.
Purple neck.
It bleeds onto my forehead too. You got like the blue-green forehead and the purple neck, to the point where I'll have pictures I'll insert here. When at this convention, when I met Jewel, I had taken the wig off by this point. She had a panel, and somebody asked if she ever sees people cosplay her, and she's like, "Well, there was some girl who was Catalina earlier," and I got up on the stage with her, trying to put the wig back on after I'd taken it off because it was so frustrating. And she's helping me with the wig. I've got a photo of her like helping me situate the wig, and she's wearing a white shirt, and I'm just like, don't touch the wig, don't touch the wig. You're gonna get it all over you.
Just think about that for a minute. She helped you with the wig.
Yeah, no,
That
she's
is
super
awesome.
nice. She's
Yeah.
super nice. So yeah, here's the problematic wig that is usually back there. I'm opposite. I'm right and left.
In
Here,
reverse.
so
Yeah.
usually back there.
Yeah.
And the autograph photos are usually back there on the wall as well. So that's what's missing. You spot the difference.
It's the same
So
photo.
also at conventions, so I cosplayed Catalina a couple times, and I've met Walter and Jewel a couple times at different events. And one event when I was cosplaying Catalina, I also I kind of wanted to know who would recognize the character, because people don't really remember the show, but you remember that hair,
Yeah.
right? So I was about like 10 people in an hour were like, Catalina, like, core memory unlocked, which is super cool. But one of those people had a booth. She's an artist. Her name was Marty, and she drew this for me.
Whoa.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like a chibi
Yeah.
Catalina.
That
She
is
ran up to
awesome.
me. She ran from behind her, but she's like, Catalina, Catalina. And I was like, wow, wow, wow. But yeah, she drew that for me.
That's so cool.
Um,
Oh, that's so nice. Wow.
so now, no, not bad. Just, so co-creator Peter David recently passed away.
Yes.
And I was lucky enough to meet him a couple of times at various conventions and thank him for the show and talk about Space Cases a little bit. And sometimes he would have, well, all the time, he would have scripts that, he would sign for fans. And a couple times he had some Space Cases scripts. So me being a writer, this is like a prized possession situation for me. I have the Impossible Dram script signed,
Oh man.
which is
Such a
my
good
favorite
episode.
episode.
Signed script. That's such a big
And
deal.
then the first episode, We Gotta Get Out of This Place. And on the front, he wrote "To Cat, great name, Peter David."
Oh, dude.
Oh,
And it's really cool just to see like the differences between page and screen, some scenes that might have
Right.
gotten cut, stuff like that. So I would love to see more of the scripts, but like these are really, really special to me.
Yeah, yeah.
He also,
did you meet Peter? Like, did you remember that you wrote to him when you were a kid? Or...
I didn't know. I found that pile of papers very recently.
Oh, okay. All right.
I was like, oh,
I'm the one with the
something you think-
characters.
Oh,
I
man.
there's
did.
something you would think that I would remember, right? But I was just like, oh, wow, no. So also, Peter David wrote a book called Mr. Sulu Grabbed My Ass and Other Highlights.
What title?
So yeah, no, this is legit. You can get it on Amazon.
Grab my ass.
And he signed it as well.
Cling tenaciously
in-
to my buttocks.
Both of them.
No, but in here, there's a whole chapter on Space Cases with photos and everything. And I'm not going to spoil it because you should really purchase it yourself. He has the end of Space Cases written out, the whole 5-year plan in
Oh,
here.
what?
And what was going to happen in the last paragraph. He said, I never stated before what it was, but I might as well since we're never going to be able to do anything with it. Basically, and I'm not going to spoil that for anybody. You can search it out yourself.
Check out this book. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Get this book.
Oh, also in that newsletter that I had previously mentioned, there was mention of, Peter has these books coming out. And in his Star Trek books, he references Commander Seth Goddard of Starfleet Central Command and a whole bunch of other Space Cases Easter eggs in his books.
Okay.
So, while not directly Space Cases related, he did sprinkle his love for the show throughout some of his other works. And when I found them, I kept them. So, I have that as well. Speaking of finding and keeping things, I forgot I was going to do these in a different order, but there was a stage back in the 90s because there was no merchandise from the show. Whenever I saw a prop that the props department clearly got from like a science store or something, I love frequenting science stores, I would grab some of that stuff and beg my parents for it. So some such gizmos include
Yes.
one of these guys, which you might
Yeah.
recognize as a piece from the engine.
Wow.
Not screen used, but the same exact
That's
thing.
what the thing
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, these little ooze tube things, which are really cool to just watch. They're kind of therapeutic. I think they're sensory. They sell them as like sensory tubes now. You
Okay.
can just like
Yeah.
watch the lava. And I just have this
I had one
back
of
there
those
on
as a kid.
the shelf too.
Yeah.
And of course, I had this before the show even premiered, but I was like, hey, look, I have that.
Oh yeah, I remember these. Yeah, I had
Lights
one of those
Out.
a long time ago.
It
It
Yeah.
makes a horrific noise if you turn it on, so I will not turn it on.
Oh man, that can be a flashback.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, in my cosplay adventures, at one point they find these little crystals. And I like collecting crystals anyway, so little crystal pyramids are cool. And I
okay.
made one into a necklace like Susie's. I was going to cosplay Susie back in like 2017 and never got around to it. But this is resin actually
Okay.
Whoa.
on her necklace. And then I upgraded to drilling a hole into one of these actual crystals. So
Wow.
Hey.
when I was feeling crafty, I might actually still wear this on a necklace. I might just put a chain on. Yeah.
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 Who knows?
Why
Cool.
not?
So speaking of, here's what we really want to see, right? I shared these once before. These are my original See, there's my big bubbly writing
Oh,
again.
yeah.
My original
The stars
Space
are a
Cases
nice
tapes.
touch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wrote all the episodes in teeny tiny print.
Space cases.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really surprised. Wait, does it still have?
Oh wait, did you
Oh.
do like a?
No, it's still on here too. But
Oh my
I
gosh.
wanted to see if I wrote like do not. Oh no, it's on here. Do not tape over.
Do not
Oh,
tape-
I thought you made like a booklet or something like
Do
My
that.
not
brother
tape
would.
over.
Yeah.
Do not tape over.
Yeah, my brother would do that, and I don't mean write the thing out. Like he would tape over.
Tape over. Yeah.
Like,
Oh
The
the
man.
basketball game's gonna be on tonight, and I've got to work, and you just grab a tape and throw it in there and start recording. I'm like, oh, you
Man.
shouldn't.
Wish
Yeah.
I would have done that when I was a kid. Man.
Yeah. No, I mean, because that's the only share the tapes, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's not on streaming. Share the tapes, or we have our Slime Tyrion collection friend.
Yes,
Yes.
This guy does great work
yes, he does.
Oh,
yes, he
man.
does.
Definitely
complete
highly
series
recommend them.
on Blu-ray. Best quality I've ever seen. Any of these episodes blew my freaking mind.
And for the record, we don't really condone bootleg copies of stuff.
No.
If there's originals out from from the company, go buy that stuff.
Yes,
Space cases,
absolutely.
you can't get space cases anywhere. So this is one of those occasions of yes, I will completely support this, and it's excellent quality.
Yeah. The inside here. Look at
Yeah.
this.
That's
Yeah.
such good quality.
I mean, just look at the disc art right there. Like,
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And he actually before I was aware, I saw he was selling this. I'm like, yes, please. One of the bonus features he has on here is our Space Cases retrospective.
Which he did not ask.
We
Sweet.
made the bonus featers of this disc.
We made. He
Apparently.
did not ask us, but at the same time, I was like,
No.
I don't really care.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's really cool. Like,
That's an
me on a
honor.
bonus feature.
Yeah.
Like, that's a real honor
Sure.
right there.
I've got a couple more things. One, I'm just gonna say version 2. I did not make this. I'm showcasing other fans and creators now. Rab Seams on Instagram and TikTok screen printed this and sewed this because it's better than my paint job, my fabric paint. And that one has a hole in it. So I purchased this in case I were to ever cosplay Catalina again.
Yeah. That looks awesome.
Yeah, let's go.
Yours is still really
And-
impressive. I mean,
Yeah,
they look very close.
I'm more a fan of the original thing that you did. I like that one
Yeah.
a lot better.
Well, it's hard to see the details until I got these. And I'm like, oh, that's what that squiggle is.
Yeah, right. You're just like freestyle. Like, I think it's like
Yeah.
a red something.
So that
Yeah.
fuzzy VHS look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, totally. So these next two things I didn't know if I was going to share. But
And if
I'm
you
going to
can-
share them.
If you can.
Yeah, I'm going to
that's
share
fine.
them. I'm going to share them. Just because it's a little more personal. These are items I acquired. They were gifts. So first,
And a cat has disappeared. And now she has reappeared from the jump tubes.
Oh. Yeah.
this is a crew jacket from season 1.
Very
As a
nice.
Starcademy logo, all embroidered
Oh,
Jeez.
on the back,
that's
all
such good
embroidered.
quality.
I know. Man, that's cool looking.
So this is a little big on me. I don't wear it out, but it's usually on the mannequin behind me, facing one way or another. Yeah. So this
I
was
miss
That's so
my
cool.
gift.
I miss my denim jacket. I used to have a denim jacket, and I don't have one anymore.
So is it a real
Yes.
crew jacket? How'd
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
it was a real crew jacket.
It's a legit crew jacket. It was a gift,
Okay.
and that's all I'm going to say about that. It was a gift.
yes. I think I,
That's very cool though.
I think I remember
Um,
this story actually. Yeah.
Also a gift.
Oh wow.
Now
Screen
that's
worn.
Yeah,
Green Worn Starcademy pin.
That's so
amazing. Totally amazing.
And this is usually hanging up in the center, bottom center, right there in the background. in a little frame. So yeah, this is on the back. There's 3 pins, so they could put on their jacket because this thing's heavy. This is metal. This
Like
this
a
is
real
hefty.
enamel pin, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really hefty.
Hefty.
But I also wore this, not the pin I made, but I wore this on the Catalina costume when we did our Space Cases season 1 retrospective. So that was a little Easter egg that nobody has called me on. Nobody, it was in plain sight and nobody has said anything. So
How do you know?
I don't know.
How would they know?
They'll never know
Until
now.
Secret's out.
Never know. But yeah, no, the jacket and the pin are really special, and
Yeah.
I didn't know if I wanted to share them. But I figure, I mean, we're sharing things that we love, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be like a gatekeeping, but I also didn't want to. Things get kind of sentimental. And that was something that I didn't know if I wanted to share, but
And we don't need the details.
yeah.
No, and it's fine. It's special. It's a special thing. So
It's a
Yeah.
very cool thing, and it's a special thing to you.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy
Yeah.
that you shared that with everybody.
we're all proud. That's awesome. It's totally awesome.
And last but not least, this is the newest thing I acquired
Oh,
Yes.
from a
Yeah.
pretty cool guy named Manny. It's Splat Cat,
Oh, it's yeah.
Splatalina. What are we calling her?
Splatalina. Yeah.
Splatalina.
What are we calling her? But yeah, I mean, there's no official merchandise. I was lucky to have some of the crew and the pin for sure. The rest of the stuff is either fan made or Easter eggs or photos and special memories. Or we want to plug ourselves here.
That's right.
Yeah.
The Splat Attack shirt.
We have our
Yes.
Splat Attack shirt here, bonfire.com/store/Splat Attack store with hyphens in between.
What's that address again, Kat?
Bonfire.com/store/Splat Attack store with hyphens in between.
Remember that, folks, with hyphens in between.
With hyphens in between, yes. I don't think I missed anything. I had it all like laid out here. I almost forgot the jacket because that's in the corner. But yeah, so this is my little Space Cases collection, and you can see other 90s stuff and Nick stuff behind me on the shelves back there. I might pull that out some other time. But yeah, this is a good portion of what's missing on the walls.
So I have
those
a
blank
question.
spots.
So yeah,
Because I found, the audience doesn't know, but I found a whole bunch of Space Case articles in various newspapers and things. Not that were some of those new to you?
yeah. The ones that if you were to, was it newspapers.com even, a lot of them seemed like they were local articles,
Yeah,
like local
they
newspaper
were.
articles. So those were new to me, and it's what unfortunately is not new to me is the amount of facts they get wrong. They misspell all the aliens' names, all the
Yeah.
actors' names. And I'm like, come on, guys, do your research.
Us fans know that these writers are not fans of the show that they're reviewing.
Yeah.
But it was kind of cool at the fact that me being me, I like to do my research, and I like to find, and I'm a completionist. I try to find as much of everything as possible.
Yeah.
I went on a deep dive on newspapers.com and found a whole bunch of stuff. Some of it I haven't even told the crew yet, but Kat being a huge Space Cases fan and Manny being a huge Wienerville fan, I was like, I wonder what I can find. And then gave them, hey, didn't even tell them, just messaged them and said, hey, and then gave them a link to Kat's surprise and Manny's surprise. And it was a whole bunch of different articles. And I was really, really happy that I gave them something that they had never seen before in this field that they're exceedingly knowledgeable of. So I was like, yeah. I got to
Just the
contribute.
production pictures
Yeah.
on some of those were just amazing.
Yeah.
And half
And
of them
even-
I'd never seen before.
Some of the pictures in like the magazines and stuff too, like I hadn't seen those online.
Yeah.
Like the slide that I showed, like that picture is everywhere, obviously, because it's marketing material. But some of these others are, there's a bunch of cast photos that never made it out anywhere else. So,
I love it.
yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing all
Seriously.
of those with
Well,
us.
thank you
Yes, it
for
was
letting me
awesome.
share it.
It's an awesome collection.
That
I
was
mean,
tremendous.
despite there being so little space cases stuff, you've acquired a very cool collection.
Over 30 years and various methods between eBay and like just going into science stores as a kid, and then conventions and fan art and making costumes and stuff. It all kind of the evolution of my collecting, and then the last ones being like more sentimental, and that's where I'm at now. You know,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool to sort of see that.
It's a nice
Yeah.
growing story too. I mean,
Yeah.
and our
Yeah.
friend Russ said too, is like it's about the hunt. And I'm
Yeah.
sure it was really fun hunting all that stuff during your time growing up, being a fan. So that's
Yeah, I
really
mean,
cool.
like Alex was saying, any new thing, like if I haven't seen it before, then it must be really rare, right?
Yeah.
Like especially with Wienerville and everything. It's
Of
just
Yeah.
course.
you consumed all the content you think there is, and then if you find something different, it's just like here's another holy grail apparently that I didn't know existed that I was
Yeah,
after.
it's mind blowing, really. It's like,
yeah.
what? This is a
Yeah.
thing. It's nuts.
Well, before we go, what's the holy grail? What's the one item that you don't have that if you
I
could
don't
get your hands on
Good
it, you
question.
I don't know. I mean, at this point, I'm just really interested to know more about the scripts, like any early drafts of script, any scripts really.
would. Any of the
that-
writing material
yeah,
stuff?
any of the writing material, the series Bible, just like
Oh, a Bible. Yeah, that would be
the
awesome.
origins of the show and the original vision for the show was something really special, and I want to, as much as the source material as I can access. I'd be grateful if it. I don't know.
So
I've been on
it's
some
better
of the
than a
script,
life-size Krista,
like-
right? So
like no, it is like it's a window into that world, right? Into the
Yeah.
creative minds, and even I've been on like websites that have pilot scripts and spec scripts, and just for a whole bunch of other shows, and I've never found any additional Space Cases stuff. So it might just be Peter and Bill that had that stuff, but
Mhm.
yeah, those
you-
are the
have you
things.
seen-
And if I could identify what kind of teddy bear they had in that one episode, that would be really cute
Yeah.
to get a kind of bear that's like similar or as accurate as possible, just to be like, it's the disease bear.
It's the disease bear.
I know you mentioned on our virtual tour episode, which is a Patreon exclusive, that there was at one point on nick.com long time ago
Yes.
where they had showed like blueprints of schematics of what the Krista would have looked like
Yeah,
inside
so
of it.
it wasn't so much schematic, like it wasn't anything really fancy. It was just kind of like a cross section
Yeah.
of the Krista, and it had just where the rooms would be, because they essentially used like there was one hallway that they filmed from a bunch of different angles, right? So like where does this exist in space? Literally.
Have you seen, because there's a lot of like fan-made replica things of which
Yeah.
we've seen, but I mean people will get on Minecraft and will try to make like the hidden temple and its entire layout. Have you seen any person who has done something like that with a Krista?
I've seen some fan-made approximations. I'm not sure what the source material for that was, but I'm pretty sure it was like a fan magazine like 10, 15 years ago.
really,
Not official documentation, but yeah,
Theoretical.
theoretically.
It could be this.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we are not done with the episode just yet. We're fairly close, but I do want to take the time to mention our next Collector's Corner will be within house of Splat Attack. But as always, part of this episode, I mean, the reason we do this episode is because we love to see the things that people have collected over the years, even if it's just store-bought stuff. But it means something to these people, like somebody who loves Ninja Turtles and has a huge collection of Ninja Turtles, just things like that. But if you are a collector or you know someone who's a collector of nostalgic things, let us know. Tag them, email us, get us in contact with them. We would love to feature you or someone you know who has an amazing retro collection on the show. We
Yeah.
want to see what you have to, what means
Show us what
something
you
to
got.
you. Uh,
Seriously, we want to share your love with all the people out there watching. So
Yes.
totally. You're
uh,
welcome. You're welcome on the Splat Attack couch. Yeah.
but with that in mind, and this officially being the first episode in October, I thought it would be fun to.
The haunted corridor.
Oh no.
I thought it would be fun to kind of do a bit of a dive, almost like we did with virtual tours, only not nearly that extensive, over toys and things that you could have bought that were Halloween related back in the 90s. So for just for Halloween, we are going to have little segments even at the end of our minisodes. So for this one, we are going to do grave digging. And grave digging very much is just I went diving on the internet and went finding some old Halloween merch. So that's really all it is. It's just meant to sound spooky.
Sure
so,
you did.
So
Yes.
while we
Cat's
go,
air conditioner is out again as a segment that we're doing.
oh no.
Oh.
So we've got 14 pictures, and we're just gonna go through these and see if you guys. We'll talk about it for a bit. So
Okay.
starting with, did you have these little guys?
Of course, the
Yes!
McNugget Buddies. Yep, the Halloween McNugget
I might still
Buddies.
have the ghost one in that closet somewhere.
I have
think I-
one over in the packaging still in the collection over there.
I think I had the pumpkin one. I remember the pumpkin one.
The
I
mummy
Mummy
is
and the
pretty clever.
ghost.
They got the M out of the bandages.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah,
Like
they
the
all.
witch.
I love the Frankenstein's monster one.
Yeah.
He's cute.
Can you? Okay, I just realized because you had pointed out the M on it. The M is on every single one of them
Yeah.
except the ghost. Do you guys see an M on the ghost anywhere?
Maybe it's on a hat somewhere and you can't see it from
Oh,
the
no,
end.
it is. It's the brim of the hat.
It is the brim of the hat.
Oh,
It's
not the
very-
but the decoration on top. Yeah.
Yeah, very tiny, but
Wow.
yeah.
I'm putting my mouse at it like anybody can see what my mouse is doing.
Pointing with my mouse. Do you see? Do you see?
The thing over there.
All right, move. Next one.
Jeez.
You guys
Oh
remember-
yes. Oh my gosh. These were
Oh,
on
they're like
everybody's
just
walls.
classroom decoration.
Yeah,
Yes.
the paper wall decorations.
I've never seen those. but
I
that's
remember
cool.
seeing these in like
I miss
elementary
this
school.
aesthetic. They moved on to this modern minimalism Halloween stuff that I'm not a fan of. If you go to Target, it's always this super minimalistic.
Yeah.
Agreeable gray.
It's a reduced
the beige.
pumpkin.
Yes, the beige pumpkin.
The beige gray pumpkins, yeah.
But I remember even like going into McDonald's, and McDonald's would have things like this around the
Yeah.
walls.
Mhm.
It wasn't just the classrooms
Yeah.
because it was
Bring
cheap.
it back.
It was cheap, and it was
Yeah.
just little things like this would add so much for the Halloween season.
Yeah, made it feel like there was a season instead of
Yeah.
having to
No,
like deliberately
saw-
apply it.
At Michael's, they have like teal and pink glittery disco looking pumpkins. What is
Yeah.
that?
Yeah,
What is
exactly.
that?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, where are you guys going? What are we doing here? Halloween doesn't need to be reinvented.
They want to. They want to reinvent the wheel. It's
They're
I
going
just
for-
We gotta sell these teal pumpkins.
They're going for like the Y2K aesthetic with the colors, but that's not what we did in Y2K. We did this stuff with Y2K. Like,
yeah,
Yes.
we did. We
Yes.
did this to like 2005 or something.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And I remember that back in the day, there really weren't a lot of Halloween decorations, especially
Not at all.
in
People
in
made their
stores.
own.
I mean, Walmart would have an aisle for candy and an aisle for costumes, and that was really it. You would almost find things like this at like
Hallmark.
school stores.
And yeah,
Yeah.
school stores, Hallmark.
school supplies. Yeah. Like the teacher stores.
Yes.
You know? Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I remember my stepdad made a mannequin out of PVC pipes, and it made it look like he was the headless horseman. Like, put clothes on him and stuff, and, like this
Dude.
plastic
Yeah.
knife. It was cool. Like, we made our own stuff.
Oh,
when
yeah.
I was growing up. so-
Reminds me of the Home Improvement Halloween episodes,
Yes.
Roseanne Halloween episodes. Yeah.
Right?
Just making it all on your own.
Exactly. More power.
Oh, here we go.
Yes, look at that.
Yes, I have one of
I'll
these
see-
as well.
You do.
Yes, I think I have the Hamburglar one.
I don't remember these guys.
I never seen those either, but that's neat.
I
The
remember,
Nuggets, yes. These guys, no.
I remember less the toys. This is the same idea. I don't know if you guys remember these, but there was yeah, I think it was before Space Jam came out. But they had a series of Looney Tunes toys,
Okay.
but there was a covering that you could put over top of them, and they would be superheroes. So there was like a Bugs Bunny, but there would be two plastic pieces, like a shell, and it
Yeah,
would
that
go
you
around
clip
and
Mm.
he'd look like Superman. Tasmanian Devil looked like the Flash. Donald Duck, not Donald Duck, Daffy Duck, I think he was a Batman, and I forgot what the fourth character was, but they all had this casing. That's what these are. It was just the McDonald's characters, but like looking at Grimace, that ghost costume would come apart.
It like
you'd
clasps. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
they'd clasp together. But what I remember are those little cassette tapes. I used to have one of those. I had two of those.
I didn't know there was music.
Yeah,
McDonald's
I
made
didn't
music?
have one. I don't have the tape. Yeah. Oh, are they just like are they stories or like spooky sound tapes?
They're songs.
Okay.
It's
Interesting.
Wait, Ronald McDonald singing?
yes.
What?
It was him and a group of kids, and it would be one of those like they're going on a we're gonna go on a road trip, and it would be this story of them going on the road trip, but they would sing songs in between.
What's one of them called? I'm gonna look. I want to hear what one of these sounds
Oh
like.
no.
Oh my
Uh,
god. I'm
Travel
so excited.
Tunes. Travel Tunes is one of them.
Travel,
What-
like tunes, like
Some
TUNES.
hamburglar singing a song about stealing hamburgers.
There's a nice state trooper man. There's a nice state trooper man.
hide the open
Our
containers.
milkshake machine's broken again. Our milkshake machine's broken again.
Strawberry jacuzzi.
I remember. I don't remember anything else about it, but I remember one of the songs, and I'm pretty sure it was on Travel Tunes. One of the songs was called "Plop Plop Chug a Chug Bunk Bump Screech Rattle Bonk Crash Bonk Auga."
Oh no, that
What?
sounds like a multi-car pileup.
Yeah.
A very cartoony one at that.
Okay, I found one here. Let's see.
Oh,
See if
God.
Alex is.
And a big Halloween hello to all you monsters and
And hello to the daddies, too.
Ronald McDonald here in a very special Halloween broadcast from
McDonald Land's Magical Radio.
Let's start today's show with a look in the magical radio mailbag.
The mailbag is really stuffed with Halloween cards and letters.
Ooh, this one's from Reginald Q. Werewolf, who writes, Dear Ronald, I just washed my fur and can't do a thing with it. What do you suggest? Well, Reginald, try blow drying it and then use just a touch of scare spray.
Here's a letter from Griselda Ghost.
Let's see. Griselda says, Dear Ronald, my ghoul friends and I never miss your show. Well, thanks, Griselda, for letting me know my show's a hit from ghost to ghost.
Here's another letter, Ronald.
This one's from C. Slug, who writes, Dear
C.
Ronald,
Slug?
what kind of witch lives at the beach? Gee, you stumped me on that one. I don't know. Hello?
Hello, Ronald. You want to know what kind of witch lives at the beach? A sand witch.
That's a good one. Say, who is this?
Winnemucca here. I got a million of them. How about this one? Know what you get when you cross a broomstick with a motorcycle?
No. What do you get when you cross a broomstick with a motorcycle?
You get a broomstick. But seriously,
Manny.
Ronald, you ought to try traveling by broomstick
In my
sometime.
mom's car, broom,
I
broom.
think I'll stick to riding automobile.
But can you soar across the sky like I do?
that is interesting.
He
That's the
doesn't
thing that
have green
happened.
hair. He doesn't have green hair though.
Use a stinking hair dryer.
Yeah, use a stinking hair dryer.
I didn't know about the tapes. I've seen the toys, but I'd never come across the tapes till now. Oh, yes.
Oh,
These.
wow.
Ooh.
I loved doing these ones as a kid. You rake up the leaves and fill up these things.
And it looked like a
They
big
just-
pumpkin.
Yeah, it's just a
the
trash
bag was a
bag with a
big
pumpkin
trash
face
bag
on
that
it.
was orange and had a face on it.
Very cool. I
Yep,
never
fill it
saw
up with
those.
leaves. 2 for 1.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, the Beetlejuice toys.
I don't remember those.
I don't remember those either. I would have loved those.
I remember.
They had to have been from the 80s.
Yeah,
I
this is
remember-
before
We were-
the animated series for
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah, this is the movie.
Yeah, from the movie. I remember this thing at, of all places, preschool, and and I remember this version of Beetlejuice. The others,
That's nightmare fuel.
the others, I didn't see until I was older. This guy's
I don't remember that
testicles are
car
up.
being in the movie. I don't remember that motorcycle being in the movie.
Did you
Real.
say his testicles?
Troll dolls.
Yes. I mean, look where they're sitting.
I know. They were way high up there, man.
Oh, that
That's
is
like-
really
that's
saggy
like-
boobs.
That's like a hernia right there.
They're chesticles. It's fine.
Yeah, they're testicles, wallet and watch.
Got the trolls.
Ed, were you ever into trolls?
I was. I had.
I feel like everyone had Lucky Troll.
Yeah, I feel like
I did
everyone did.
too.
I only had one that had like the little gem on the belly
Yeah.
button though. The rest of them
Mhm.
were just like the bright hair and stuff. I never had these guys though.
Yeah, the Halloween.
Never had the Halloween
variation.
ones.
They're adorable.
Yeah, but there was one birthday I had where like the majority of guests just gave me troll dolls. Like that was
Oh.
that was it. The
I
birthday
don't know if it
present.
was these ones,
so many.
but I remember this toy, or a toy that functioned exactly like this, where they pop
Oh, they just
up.
like pop up.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you like. I can't remember if it was like a trigger on it or if you rolled it back, but they popped up out of the. Out of their
Kids
coffin.
Club.
There was a little trigger right here in the bottom
Yeah.
corner.
Oh, I see
So
how
yeah,
it
you'd
works
push it and it would flip out of it. But there was a time when the Universal Studios monsters were getting pretty big. Again,
Yeah, I mean with
in the
Monster
90s.
Squad and everything. and-
Yeah. Like the classics, man.
Because they were really pushing for getting these guys popular again, because they kind of fell into, I don't want to say they fell into obscurity. That's not really true. But kids our age, that we 90s kids weren't really into the classic Universal monster movies. So they were trying to make them cool for our generation. That's
Yeah.
why over in Universal Studios they had the rock and roll concert
Yeah.
with Beetlejuice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Graveyard Review. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they had a promotion with like Pepsi and Lay's and
Yeah, I remember the Frankenstein Pepsi one where he's carrying the Pepsi
Yeah.
truck.
Oh yeah.
so they were really trying to make these guys cool for our generation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind of. Because, yeah, most of the, especially in the 90s, like, you know, Freddy, Jason, Chucky, they were kind of like the dominant horror
Yeah.
icons by that point. And, you know, you had Scream coming out, and oh my gosh, Ghostface was everywhere.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
yeah. Hard competition. Are those Pogs?
Those are pretty much they're caps, but they're paws.
Oh, they're
Slam,
caps.
That's
they're
exactly-
slammer
Slammers,
whammers.
pogs,
Look at
it's all the
that.
same.
Slammer whammers.
Yeah.
What a good name. I love that. Slammer
Yet another
Whammers.
attempt in trying to keep them cool for us kids. They made Wish.com Pogs because they were Pogs, but they couldn't call them Pogs.
Yeah, I mean, it's all just like a milk cap, Pog,
Yeah.
Slammer. The only reason you can't call it Pog is because Pog is pineapple, orange, guava, and was like a juice from Hawaii. Doesn't even make sense that Pogs are called Pogs, but
Wait a second. I didn't know that's what it stood for.
yeah, it's a
That's
juice.
what it was?
It's a juice in Hawaii called Pog. That's pineapple, orange, guava, and they did a promotion where they did the caps, where they did these little collectible caps, and that expanded into this giant market, which would become the Pog industry.
Wow.
And didn't have anything to do with juice anymore. Didn't come on
Dude.
juice.
I had no idea. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Pogs have a crazy origin story.
They
The
do.
Golden Book. Oh my gosh.
Oh
look at
yeah,
that.
big coloring book. Yeah.
I didn't have that fairy tale. Didn't have that fairy
yes.
tale either.
That's
Freddy.
funny.
The Freddy
Wow.
stuff was so awesome. There's so much
Virtual
cool
terror.
collectible Freddy stuff.
I had no idea that they even made separate novelizations of Freddy.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
either
they had like
just now.
radio show things of Freddy. They
Mhm.
had the Freddy show TV series. They had books. They had comics. I mean, they went everywhere with them.
And this is a later, like this was during New Nightmare.
Yeah, that's got like the way updated Freddy.
Yeah.
They wore a trench coat.
Oh yeah,
Spitballs?
this one, the yo-yo, and the balls. Yeah, they like squirt when you squeeze them. You put them underwater and they suck up water. And then
Yeah, you can see a tiny little hole right there in the mouth where they would squeeze the water out.
Make a choice. Squirt.
Oh, my
wow.
gosh! It almost at first looks like a Goosebumps beer bong.
It kind of does
It
look like
kind of
that.
does. Goosebumps sport. What kind of sport we doing here? What is
The
this?
flashlight, and I don't know what the top part is.
How is it sport?
It's a
Is it
it's
just-
a bike light. I mean,
Oh, like you wrap it around the
Yeah.
handlebar or something? How does it?
Yeah, I see.
Oh, I
yeah.
see it.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's the first picture right
So
there.
that the head is like, I guess, at the front, like a Rolls Royce logo, and then you have a flashlight.
yeah, yeah.
My haunted mask. That haunted mask
Wow.
does look a little bit feline, though. It looks kind of like a
Yeah.
cat.
It kind of does, yeah.
I was going to ask if you had ever seen anything like this before, Jordy, but you tried to decipher it, so I'm assuming that you have not seen this before.
I'm sure I've come across it in like Goosebumps Aussie fans collection before, but man, yeah, I was trying to figure out what that top part was, but it literally does nothing. I guess maybe it has like a sound thing in it, maybe or something.
Well,
Is it
From
a
the-
horn?
I doubt
Oh,
it.
From the
A
picture of
horn.
it, it
Get
looks
out
like
of the
it.
way!
From the pictures of it, it looks like it glows.
Yeah,
I
I think
don't
it's
know.
I think it's supposed to be like a little translucent thing where the light comes
Mm.
behind it and it lights the mask up.
Yeah.
Officer, I ran over a haunted mask. It was glowing. Okay, I know this one. The tent. Yeah, this one's crazy. That's
Oh.
they have these little tents. There's
at
a
that.
whole story about Goosebumps Aussie fan trying to find the box for this for like the longest time, constantly. But yeah, there's actually a few of the tents. The other ones are really hard to find, but yeah, this is like one of those indoor kid tents that doesn't really do
Oh.
anything besides feel like a clubhouse.
Oh, it's
I would not
indoors.
recommend
Still
using that
cool.
outside. If you were a kid, you probably would think you could use it outside, but you'd find out quickly.
It sounds like a threat. You'll find out
Find out
quickly.
quickly.
You'll have
Hey,
real
you can't.
goosebumps. You'll freeze out there.
So I have one more picture. I have one more picture I want to share, but it's not what I was looking for. But I do want to tell you what I was looking for. Because again, Universal Monsters. It's not 90s, but I went to my cousin's house because she used to babysit me when mom was working. And one day we got out their record player and their vinyls. And they had a Universal Monster Movies vinyl story, like almost exactly what we were just listening to with Ronald McDonald, only
Mhm.
far less cheesy. Like they were trying to tell a story of without goofy songs
Yeah.
of these monsters that were haunting somebody, and the cover was like Dracula running towards you, and the other monsters were behind him, and it was really, really cool. And I was trying to find that because I know it exists, and I went on a dive trying to find that, and I couldn't find it. But what I did find was something else that I had no idea existed. I'm kind of surprised by this, and I'm gonna have to check it out to see if these songs have been uploaded.
Oh, Monster Mash Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas?
But I don't know when this came out. I mean, this is Peter Pan, so this is long before Nightmare Before Christmas. But look at all the songs; they're Christmas Carol songs with a Halloween twist.
Oh my
Really?
gosh, where I gotta find this album. Monster Christmas
Monster
Mad.
Christmas Man.
All
All
I
I
want
for Christmas is my two front teeth. That's a Christmas song.
but it's a Christmas song, but I guarantee you it's vampires.
Yeah, it has
Oh.
to be fangs.
They
at
just
some point.
replace like all of the
Yeah.
lyrics with Halloween lyrical stuff. What is
Because
that
down
thing
here-
on that roof?
There
down
there was one.
I found a
Or
playlist
he-
on YouTube, Jordy.
We wish you a Harry Christmas, for he's a jolly good monster, the Creep Castle Chorus Marching Band and Dissecting Society. Nobody even asked me to a Christmas party.
Oh boy.
It's Christmas or us. And who's that up on the roof?
Oh man.
But seriously though, what is that thing on the roof? What is that thing? I like all of those other things I can recognize. We got skeleton, we got Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, Frankenstein, Dracula, Wolfman, but that thing is like a Who or something.
I was gonna say this looks like something straight out of Dr. Seuss over here in the corner. But that
A
is
weird creature.
gonna be it for grave digging. I hope you guys had fun through some Halloween merch.
A detour at McDonald's, yes.
Yeah.
Go with the drive-through.
One good burger.
That'll be $8.
Oh, sir, this is a Taco Bell.
Yeah, Taco Bell.
Well, whoop-de
Taco Bell.
freaking do.
But spooky season has only just begun, so stick around with us this month. Get them candy bowls out and get ready for a fun season of sweet spookiness. So until
Scary skeletons.
Do.
Until our next until our next episode, we'll splat you guys later.
Splat you later.
Spot you later.
This episode was recorded at Splat Attack Studios in virtual home studios, though none in Florida.